Hello and welcome to another update video about Algorand. Just wanted to do a quick one because I know a lot of you guys are currently holding Algorand and I hold some as well, some Algo coins, and so I thought I'll do an update video. It was also requested by you guys, so yeah, it's worth doing one. We start on the hourly chart. Prices come from Coinbase. We can see that we are currently trading at $1.72 and we are trading in that range that I told you in the last video. I would believe we would be trading within, so that's at an upper level here at $2.02, $2.03, and at the lower level 150. And the reasons I gave you these levels in the last video was that we found some very strong support here a few days ago at the 150 level. It was rather a little bit above 150, more like 152, and that was even like a triple bottom. I mean, we had two very strong dips here, but there was one, I believe that was, I would need to zoom in, I think it was just a wick that came down there. But yeah, it was more a double bottom, so a W pattern, out of which we broke then to the upside, managed to get up to the $2.02 level, which also works together with that descending trend line here. So very strong one. We had one touch here, two touches, three touches, and a fourth touch there. So we are now in a descending, well, you could call it descending triangle between the 150 level or 152, which was the support, and then that descending trend line. And that is similar to what we currently see with Bitcoin as well, which is, yeah, a bearish pattern. I don't see that. Well, you could even say maybe it is even a flag if we can find a descending trend line on that side as well. Not exactly, it is more like a broadening. You could call it a channel potentially, but I think the 150 level is quite a strong one. I think we've come down quite a lot already from the high. If Bitcoin now drops further, should Bitcoin drop down further, I think we will find a lot of support here at 150. My current view is that that is actually probably not be turning out as a channel. It could do, but I think we'll rather find horizontal support at the 150 level, which would then mean that we could be trading between 150 and that descending trend line. So if we come up once more, which might seem likely at the moment because we have on the hourly here a bullish cross on the MACD, we are also above the 50 line on the RSI now, so we are in the bullish range now, and the ADX line I think is making a bullish cross on the hourly as well. So it could be that we see that push now up to that descending trend line, which could take us to 193, but from then on we could bounce down once more if we don't see, for example, Bitcoin pushing up. Then we could bounce off that 194 line here, currently at 194, but it's descending. So whenever that happens, the price will actually go down. That support line is going down. So and then we could be trading in the descending triangle for a little while. So yeah, as I said here, if I zoom in a little bit just to get a closer look at the indicators, as I just said, we have had that MACD bullish signal here on the hourly only, but it is a bullish signal where we have that bullish cross. It could be now if we bounce or if we drop, or if we manage to get above the zero line with that MACD line, the blue line, then we could see a push to the upside because a buy signal that could also keep us in the bullish range here on the RSI above 50. And yeah, I mean, we came up from down here from 158 because we were in the oversold range on the RSI. So we could push a little bit more up, potentially up to that trend line. And the ADX here, the green line, is now crossing above the red line. If that is going to be sustainable, we can't clearly see that yet, but it's looking like there is a crossover, a bullish one. And let's take another look at the 4-hour chart, what we can see there in terms of the indicators. And I mean, it could be a channel to the downside here, which then would actually be something like a bull flag, but it's hard to say. I think I would want to see another, we will need to closely watch that 150 level. If we drop below that, I think then it could play out as a channel essentially. But at the moment, because we have found 150 support here a few times now, I think we'll find support here at the moment. And it's also one of the Fibonacci retracement levels. So we need to watch that. Here on the 4-hour chart, well, while we see a little bit of a bullish move on the hourly, this does not show on the 4-hour chart yet. Possibly that MACD line here on the 4-hour is now reversing to the upside, but on the 4-hour here as well, we are still in the bearish range of the RSI, and also the ADX is actually still showing us some negative signals, still showing short. It's actually a short signal if that red line is above the green line. So, you know, in the immediate short term on the hourly, it might be that we push a little bit higher, maybe even get to that 194, but that would be quite a lot actually. But yeah, maybe it's only up to the 183. That's the next support line here, or resistance line 184. I expect some resistance here, and if we have enough buying power, we could push up to 194. I don't see us going above that at the moment, so we are in this downtrend. Yeah, so just watch that, observe that. If you want to get out, I would get out up here somewhere, but I still think, you know, we will see that push to the upside at some point. We are still continuing a downtrend with Bitcoin as well, so I fully expect if Bitcoin recovers, then Algorand will recover as well. So for me, it's a long-term game. It essentially all depends on how it is for you. So on the daily, what we can actually see here, we are just about at the tipping point here of the RSI. So we are about to break to the downside. We're currently finding some support here at the 50 level of the RSI. So the last time we broke below that, that was quite a bit of a drop here. Here you could see that when we dropped on the 16th of May, we were really in the longer term downtrend here, or at least we were quite a long time in a lower price range here. So let's hope that we can actually hold that 50 level of the RSI. That's quite an important one. What we see here is also we are at a tipping point at the moment, because the ADX on the daily is about to make a bearish cross here. If we don't see that push to the upside, which I think we won't see, maybe a short one, but you know, if we get that short signal on the ADX, and again, you can see the last time that happened, we saw quite a bit of a price drop here, and then really had difficulties to get out. And only when we saw that green line coming above the red line again, end of July, then we made it to the upside. So now we're just about to make that bearish cross, and yeah, when that happened the last time, it is a short signal. Then we really saw some moves to the downside. So, you know, the longer term indicators don't look too good here for Algorand. I mean, a little bit of mixed signals. We've got that golden cross here on the daily that we talked about, and I fully expect if we hit the 50-day moving average, which is currently at 140, but it's going up rapidly, so it might provide some support at 150 at some in a few days. If we hit that, I fully expect some support. I still think we could go down to 150 once more. Don't think at the moment we can go, or we would go much lower. So, you know, overall, I still think we are in an overall uptrend. You know, we've seen that golden cross. We see Bitcoin as well recovering at the moment, but Bitcoin will see its low and then will continue its way to the upside. And then I think Algorand will follow. At the moment, Algorand is sort of following the path of Bitcoin, even though it was later in finding its high in this current bull run. But now it's, yeah, going down very similar to Bitcoin. It's still holding fairly well, you know, up here. But it would be great if we can stay sort of above the 150 level. And from then on, hopefully, if we can see us consolidating in that range between that descending trend line and the 150 level for a while until Bitcoin recovers, I think then we can work our way up again. But I don't see any short-term major moves to the upside at the moment. I think we need a bit more patience, and I'm going to hold on to my Algo. And yeah, I think at some point we will see that recovery here. I don't think we'll drop much further, hopefully. I mean, the next level after 150 that would come is sort of here, the 127 level, 126, 127, but I hope we don't get to that level. So hopefully you liked that video. If you did, please smash the like button. And if you want to follow me on this crypto journey, please subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.